In her book, No Logo, Naomi Klein states that before the 80s, it was very important to produce things. This business structure with time turned out to be too costly and difficult to carry on by enterprises, as they owned too much, had too many employees, and were weighed down by all of the operations they had to carry on, and by all the things they owned. This scenario, summed up with the recession, caused some of the most influential manufacturers in the world to stumble. Simultaneously, new companies began to emerge that claimed that the process of production was nothing but an incidental part of the operation of an enterprise, and that they could have their goods produced for them. What they were focused on producing was the image of their brands. We believe this excerpt of the book is very interesting for two reasons. Firstly, it marks the shift in production and marketing as we know it today. Brand images are what we are bombarded with every day. It's what we study in university and what probably most of us will work with in the future. In addition, brand images are everywhere, not only in the products we buy, but also in our everyday actions and lives. We ourselves have a personal brand image we have to manage and watch over every day, which influences how we will be seen and treated in our communities, in our workplace, and in every aspect of our everyday lives. Secondly, another aspect that I found alarming of this passage of her book is the fact that as companies focus on managing brand images instead of taking care of the manufacturing process, many of these enterprises hire very cheap labor force to increase their profits. Workers who usually come from developing countries and are paid very little to work under appalling conditions, only contributing to increased inequality over the globe as CEOs become richer and the cheap third world labor becomes poorer. In the book Love Marks by Kevin Roberts, one concept that we found very interesting is the love versus respect axis of brands. Throughout his book, Roberts talks a lot about the idea that brands have run out of juice for a series of reasons like brand overuse, loss of mystery, and brand struggle to understand the new consumer. In this context, and taking into account that consumers are very emotional when it comes to brands, to be successful, brands have to move from respect to love. Whilst respect is about rational attributes, love is about emotional ones. We found this concept very interesting as in a time where there are many more brands than we could ever imagine, there is an ongoing race for brands to continuously stand out in the eyes and hearts of consumers, and the best way to do this is appealing to consumers' emotions.
The 6 brand build blocks of macaroni and cheese (CBB) pyramid is composed as the following picture. In the first floor, brand salience. When is asked to the target group how is the brand recalled or recognized under different circumstances, they answer blue box, pasta and cheese, instant noodle, cheap and hungry as reminders. In the second floor, 2 blocks establish the brand meaning. In performance, customers associate the brand as quick to prepare, efficient and reliable. While in imagery, customers bond the brand as young and students' foods and hunger satisfaction because the product is always present in times of need and as a companionship. The third floor refers to the customer's responses to the brand, which can be distinguished between judgments and feelings. Hereby, in the judgment block, the target group responses were low nutrition value, since it is an instant food designed to be packed for months, but with high cost benefits, because it is cheap, easy and quick to cook as well as to stock. The other feature that comes in mind due to the facility to prepare the meal is convenience. In the feeling block, the responses were comfort and pleasant meal. The customers justify that macaroni and cheese looks like a good friend. About the resonance, as the brand is recent in Brazil, customers have not had time to build a strong relationship with it. Hence, the brand has not yet reached the resonance level among the target group they want to achieve in the Brazilian market. Finally, the group decided that we want to be perceived as a good friend that understands your needs and offers you a solution to them, proposing good quality food for a good price and easy to prepare.
Pizza Hut's target market are the middle-high income families with young children, college students, and young professionals. In our perception, this brand is not between the 20 and 30 because different from Apple, Google, McDonald's, and Nike, for example, they are always renewing themselves, creating new products and promotions and different ways of approaching the consumer. Pizza Hut has started just recently a new way of reaching clients due to a partnership with Capillary and Visa Checkout. This was one action taken while the other mentioned brands have not only tied themselves to alternative ways of reaching consumers, but have done many other things in order to be always up to date and still being fresh on people's mind. Considering the P4 place, Pizza Hut started developing different ways of reaching customers such as in-store teleordering, its online portal, and through app order. Other action taken by Pizza Hut in order to develop a new and different place to eat was the acquisition of Delco stores, what allowed Pizza Hut to make available a more casual and convenient eat-in area. where clients can spend a pleasant time while eating. We can also relate this action with the P4 product, highlighting the global menu that is the traditional menu available worldwide, including pizza, pasta, and bread, and a different menus available in each country. Pizza Hut is present, developed in accordance with each country's tastes and habits. In what touches the P of promotion, an intelligent and more focused strategy was implemented to achieve its target market. Pizza Hut's data was broken down into clusters, thus it was possible to expose each cluster to the promotion that best fit them. This database was also used to find out the best price for combos and promotions according to each area, what we can call pricing, and refers to the P for price. The prices change according to each country.
Comparing the 4 P's of Pizza Hut with competitors as Domino's and McDonald's, we found that the 2 P's, places and products, the competitors have the same strategies, global depth products, and also the same channels to reach the customer. For the P promotion, McDonald's have the seasonal promotion as the one in Brazil World Cup, and the wealthy new positioning. Domino has a bonus coupons and the 30 minutes warrant delivery. For the P price, Pizza Hut has the higher one. The action necessary to the brand raising the interbrand ranking are P products, include health products and adding toppings to the pizza. For promotion, seasonal promotions and promote events according to each country. In the P place, create a food truck and expand Hood-Delfo store chain. The P price, create a mensual fee that you can get X amount of pizza, also to develop 3 types of price to attend all types of classes.
It's not easy to be a brand manager. They have to compete with a great deal of other brands from all over the world, managing a limited number of resources, money, time, and capacity. Besides that, the brand manager works itself is quite challenging, once he has to handle with human emotion. They're not like formulas, they're complex, hard to manage, and volatile. A simple or silly thing may destroy the whole image of a brand, and a strong brand needs years to be built. Also, the brand manager's job becomes harder when working on a multinational company, because the strategy must reach all the consumers in a global level, people with different cultures, perspectives, and feelings. The first ingredient to build a strong brand is cohesion. The whole company personnel must have knowledge of its brand strategy, and all the products and actions must be aligned with it as well. The second, the consumer obsession. The company must be obsessed with the consumer and its perceptions about the brand, products, prices, and strategies. Every single buyer must have a good experience with the product or service sold. Otherwise, they can affect and even destroy its image. The brand must be memorable. A strong brand must come to mind easily of the consumer when it's needed. People must remember and have good feelings of it. Meaningful. Strong brands tells things. All the elements of its image, such as name, logo, typography, illustrations, colors, must be carefully used to build the brand identity.